It's Richard Sean, and welcome back to Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. If you haven't already figured it out, this is we're doing post commentary now, and that is because my live commentary at some point in the recording started being ahead somehow of the gameplay footage, and sometimes it seems like it's a little behind. Other times it's further ahead than otherwise. And by the time I got to the end of the video, there's like 2 or 3 minutes ahead of the actual gameplay footage. So I was looking at you just moving stuff around, but that would have been too hard. So I do post commentary, which is kind of why this next couple parts have taken this long to get out, because I've been busy and other things. So I'm finally doing it, because I need to do it, and also because Ferb started uploading Mario Party now. So once he got his next probably 4 parts uploaded, I gotta get my stuff uploaded. So yeah, of course 3D World's still coming. I alternate, so that's kind of why I love 3D World. A lot of I could just upload it to fill the gap, but anyway, enough about that. So yeah, I might repeat myself on some things, because it's been a while since I've actually recorded this, so I don't know what I said in the previous 2 videos. Anyway, yeah, this is a shortcut here if you're I can't remember his name. I can't remember Miriam and Zengetsu, but I can't remember his. All I know is he's well, not this guy, the other guy that was that. This guy's Zengetsu. That's Miriam. Well, watch the game. So as recording this post commentary, Octopath Traveler came out. I've been playing some of that. Well, I also started playing Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U again. So I wanted to unlock as much of the trophies as possible, because I only had about probably just over 100 unlocked, because I didn't care that much before, but I want to get them all much unlocked as possible before the next Smash comes out, which is December, so I got some time. So I'm alternating between that and Octopath Traveler right now. At some point I gotta play the Bloodstained Ritual of the Night beta, the backer demo, which is the E3 demo from this year, but with some improvements. I think there's a few more things added. Some of the issues that people pointed out at E3, they fixed before giving us the backer version. So I have to play it yet, but I was gonna play it without having. I'm gonna record it too, and I was gonna play it. Record it without having played it before. Still might. Not decided yet. But I wanted to wait till after this was done to actually record and stuff. So, but yeah. Let's say this was stage 4. I can't remember the name though. 4 of 9, I guess, because there's 8. Then you unlock the next mode, which is you don't have Zengetsu, because it's essentially the sequel to this mode, regular mode here. And I'll let you. No, you don't. That's good at the end, but yeah. And that second one has an extra stage. Well, you don't do stage 8, you do stage 9. You're basically playing through the same game again, but it's kind of like you got warped back to the beginning of, all the way to the beginning of the first stage. You go through it again to kill the new bad guy. But so yeah, when we get to that, I won't be actually showing stages 1 through 7. I'll just skip straight to stage 9 because they're the same, and I don't really choose different routes. So I hate these birds that drop the frogs. It's just annoying because the frogs are kind of hard to hit sometimes. Actually, the day I'm recording this, Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 comes out. Or is out. Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. I don't get why they split it into 2, because it was Mega Man X Legacy Collections was never previously released. The last X collection we got was the Mega Man X collection during the 6th generation. So it's weird that they'd make a new collection with and split it into 2, but release them at the same time in the same pack, and at least the PS4, Xbox One, PC versions will all be same disc, same file. Whereas the Switch one is split into two because Capcom's just too dumb to put them both on one cart. Because there's no reason they both can't fit on a 32 gig cart. They can all fit onto one Blu-ray disc, which is 32 gigs. With their old games, there's no reason they can't. There's a little graphical glitch there. She said the Mega Man Legacy Collection and split into two things on the Switch, and really there's no reason for that other than, yeah, there's not reason that I could figure, because there's no way, even with the new challenge stuff, that they would actually take up that much more space. Yeah, anyway, so we are up here. I'm trying to think how far we are from the boss. As you'll notice in the previous post commentary that actually me and Ferb did, we don't talk as much about the game as maybe we should. It's just that I don't know if there's ever quite enough, but yeah, well, I don't know if I ever said before, my first ever Castlevania game, from what I can remember, I think it was Super Castlevania 4. Not that I ever got anywhere, I barely played it, I was little. I somehow managed to die on the drawbridge. I think I'd just stay on there too long and then jump. I don't know what I would do. I don't know, I just recall, dying there. But I remember having to jump over a gap, but that's not the case. Or because I don't know, it's weird. My memory is being weird to me right now, but that's the only game. It was a drawbridge, but as far as I know, it's Castlevania. So, but after that, it was Castlevania Circle of the Moon, the Game Boy Advance. That was the first one. So that stripped away some of the things that Symphony of the Night did. Well, it stripped down, having multiple weapons, because you just had a vampire killer whip. I assume it was that whip. Actually, yeah, I think it was. That was that wasn't a Belmont or a Morris wielding it. It was what the hell? Nathan Graves wielding it. It took me years to beat that game because I was young and I wasn't as good at video games when I was younger, but I don't know if I even beat it yet. I might have, because I know I eventually did that. So I got up to Camellia at one point. I tried with her. Picked up the game a couple of times after that and eventually beat her, I think. And then I don't think I've fought Dracula yet, and I think what is the final one? I think I fought Hugh. I always say huge because of the way it was spelled, but yeah, Hugh Banwin. I think I fought and beat him. Yeah, I think he was before Camellia actually. Yeah. Then yeah, I think Camellia. Well, actually, I would beat the game, but the first Castlevania I beat, I guess, would be Portrait of Ruin. Actually, Symphony of the Night, I guess I beat half of it because I beat the first castle. I played Castlevania. I played Circle of the Moon. Then I don't think I've played any more until Circle of the Moon I got from my cousin. It's the only one I had at the time because I bought his Game Boy Advance off it. Well, my mom technically did I guess, but as he was selling it. Don't really know why, but I don't. Not like the PSP was out yet, or the DS for that matter. Yeah, it's Circle of the Moon. I think my next one's because of mini games on emulator. The NES ones, Super Nintendo ones, actually the GBA and DS ones. If I really beat them on there, I played them. The next actual one I owned, actually, I think was Lords of Shadow, which I thought was good. And then I played Mirror of Fate. Mirror of Fate. I got the Xbox 360 version. Oh, let's talk about the boss here for a second. I'll get back to that later. This is the boss of this stage. I don't think I really give him a name. There's like sort of not really a dragon thing, but sort of a two-headed dragon thing. I'm not really sure. Demon dragon, because I mean you got the heads that look like sort of dragon heads, sort of. Then you really can combine to make one big head later, but. So yeah, one head's out. This is only phase 1 of the battle, though. So now you think you beat it. I know I didn't, because I already played through the game once. Actually, the fact that I was able to play through it a second time only a couple weeks later, actually more than 2 weeks later, a few weeks later, is kind of shocked me, because usually once I beat a game I don't play it for a long time. But yeah, they combined to make, you know, just one head. Kind of weird, but. You don't actually have to duck, I just forgot that. And then so you just do that, and hit him once the flame's gone, if I jump too soon. And when he's beat, he's beat. I have no idea. I'm gonna fill out 2 hours of a video with commentary, but I'll figure it out. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So where was I? Okay, Lords of Shadow. I played Mirror Fate, which I thought was also actually not bad. And then actually before I guess played a little bit of Lords of Shadow 2 a couple months ago. Played a bit of it and quit. I didn't care for it. Anyway, this stage here is similar to the stage in Patrol of the Night. Obviously, it's not the exchange or anything, but you know, it's kind of a like that's on about. You got the music. It sounds really good in 8-bit. I don't know if it's true 8-bit or if there's more than, you know, the more sound channels than what, say, the NES could do, but I think it's built upon, might be around those limitations, I'm not sure. It doesn't sound like there's too many channels, sound channels, but yeah, I said, yeah, Lords of Shadow 2, that was more recently, but then, yeah, I eventually bought, the next Castlevania I got was actually, was the Castlevania Dual Pack on the Game Boy Advance, which was Aria of Sorrow and Harmony of Dissonance. Then eventually I got Portrait of Ruin on the DS, and I haven't got the rest yet, which is Dawn of Sorrow, Order of Ecclesia, oh yeah, I got Castlevania 1 and 2 on NES, Super Castlevania 4, and then yeah, that's it for the older stuff. But I got Symphony of the Night on Xbox 360. Then I do have Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles on digital download on my Vita, which I have unlocked the original version of Dracula X, and also Symphony of the Night, which is where I was playing Symphony of the Night. Of which I noticed the new voice acting and stuff, so. I would say that's probably the definitive, if you want probably the better version of something like to play, would be that one, that's part of the Dracula X Chronicles, but you have to unlock it, which I did, but, you know, it's probably is like the better version, just because better, I mean, unless you want the bad voice acting, but. Better voice. I don't know what else is actually different with that, because I know it doesn't have the extra areas from the Saturn version of the game, the Japanese exclusive Saturn version of the game. And you can play as adult Maria, but she's not the same as when you play as her in Saturn. You do actually have to, like, beat the game first, you know, play as the other character, play as her, Rickshaw and stuff. But she plays a little bit differently for some reason instead of just being the same. I mean, I don't get why they took out the character selecting that they had inside when you know, go to start a game. But, you know. Yeah, what they're thinking about, what they did, so. Yeah, this will be actually, I guess, the most recent Castlevania, Metroidvania Castlevania. I also not saying like Bloodstained, but it's the same thing, so. Which, this is actually, I said before, this is on Switch, this, copy I'm playing for, Christmas. So, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, the E3, beta backer. The beta backer demo is on, Steam only, which is fine. But, we're like 16 minutes in, so you... oh well. See, I just died there, I wasn't paying attention, but... I'll level up the Zengetsu. So, what do you... So, So which public character from Castlevania do you think should be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Let me know in the comments. I mean, most people I think choose Simon, which makes sense. He's like the original. But the only other character that being more than one game was Soma, Cruz, Ario Solo, and Donna Soro. So I think he'd be eligible. He'd be a good one too. Oh, maybe I'll get Miro from this. I'm not getting too many new ones, but of course he could just be saying that because I remember. Smash for You before when it came out, right before, at some point before it came out, like there will be no DLC for the game. And the first DLC you announced was Mewtwo. It's like, well, you lied. Yeah, Nintendo seems to be known for lying at this point. They've said other things. The only other thing, at least sort of known for lying, because at one point I was saying they would never do, you know, mobile games. A couple years later, mobile games. So, they're known for saying one thing with doing another at this point, at least sometimes. So, anyway, so this is Chain Boss. I want those. I want to keep my scythe, I guess, my throwing scythe. So the skeleton dudes are falling more at that point in where to go, or point to another way of going sometimes. So this is one of two portraits you actually fight in this game. So it just moves around, you're gonna hit it a few times. So yeah, Ritual Light's supposed to come out later this year. I think it was confirmed but they did say this year. So yeah, I gotta play the beta backer demo yet, but I mean, just from the original E3 2016 demo, the game was already promising. So I gotta check out this beta backer demo and hope that is still the case. So far, this is turning out to be, you know, a great game for Ritual of the Night. So we won't have another Mighty Number 9 in this, it seems, this year. And I died. I didn't see what happened, but I died. So I don't live stream yet because I don't have the internet connection for it. I live on a farm, and the best internet we can get, or that's what we have anyway, is 5 megabits download, 1 megabit upload. So, I mean, and we can't get a better upload. There is better download, which is 10 megabits a second, but the upload doesn't change. And if we were to change, we'd lose our unlimited data, actually, because we were with Eurolink. That's Saskatchewan. I think they're only in Saskatchewan. They might be in a couple of provinces too. I don't know which, but I think it was just Saskatchewan, yeah. But ExploreNet, which is kind of sort of I guess nationwide in Canada, went and bought them out 2 years ago now or something. Was it last year? I can't remember. I don't think it was the one that offered unlimited data, so you didn't have to worry about having your internet slowed down on you at all. That's gone now because ExploreNet bought them, so we can't even move up at all. And it's also expensive compared to what you guys, or compared to what people would pay in the city.